and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Listen, I know Omari is in here somewhere telling me I'm late, but you're just going to deal with it because Tugs and I were girling out. We've never actually met, and we were fangirling over each other for a second, I think, and we already love each other. We've already assumed a second date. That's happened. So good morning. It's Friday. How are all of you? I hope you've had an amazing week. I've had a great week. I've had a crazy week. We've got some announcements. Of course, Tugs and I are going to talk Fallout today. We're going to nerd out on some Fallout. Sorry, I tickled myself. We're going to nerd out on some Fallout. We're apparently both kind of noobs on it, but we're going to go down the rabbit hole on lore. I did kind of pregame a little bit, but I'm not going to lie. The first video I clicked on, it turned out to be lore on the show. And I didn't realize it till like an hour in. I was like, oh, whoopsie doodles. That's the wrong one. So then I got into the game lore. And then, of course, my kids calling me like, "Man, forgot to call me out of school because I got this appointment." Damn kids, why do they need me to mom so hard? Pardon me. And then the Saskas were like, "Oh my God, you're coming to Orlando." Speaking of which, let's dive into the announcements. Of course, before we go any further, make sure you do me a huge solid, y'all. Do me a huge solid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you are new, and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I am back with any more of whatever this nerdy nonsense is. Okay, so let's do that. First and foremost, first announcement. Wednesday, this next coming Wednesday, I know it's like our Monday now. I'm so sorry for the changes. But next Wednesday, I have my pre-op appointment for the eviction we've discussed. I'm not going to be here. I'm sorry. It's like the appointment is 2 hours away from where I live. There's no way in jumping Jehoshaphat's, whatever words are hard, that I'm going to be able to make it back in time for the stream. So I apologize for that. And Omari, if you tell me one more mother-loving time to just stream from the doctor's office, you're fired. So anyway, I will be back on Thursday. There's that. Second of all, yes, Mama's going to be in Orlando MegaCon for 2 days, March 19th and 20th. I'm probably going to be hovering and hanging out with the Rippaverse booth. So come find me March 19th and 20th. I'm going to be there pimping Veiled Legacy, handing out some goodies for freebies, free for funsies. I mixed two words together. It's a new thing I'm doing. Do you like it? Let me know if that's working. So come see me in Orlando next month. I'll mention it a few more times. But anywho, yay. And in another news, I just got the email. If you scan this QR code right here, it takes you to this link under the QR code right here to the official campaign for Veiled Legacy. Veiled Legacy is now live. We have an official campaign for my comic, Veiled Legacy, and you can contribute now. You can help make Veiled Legacy a reality. And there are some tiers for your donations. I know with Patreon, it's a reoccurring thing. So you get different things. You get different perks for that. For the campaign over at Fund My Comic, it's a one-time donation. you get different perks, and they're, you know, slightly bigger donations. So for I think the lowest tier, you get your name on a thank you page. For the tier above that, you get a digital copy of the comic. The tier above that, you get a digital and physical copy of the comic. And the top tier, you get your own signed copy of Veiled Legacy #1 Midwest Gothic. Signed by me to you, customized with your name. So don't leave the stream. Like, please don't stop watching. I demand that you don't, but do me a favor and save this link, scan the QR code. Yeah, there. Save the link. Go visit fundmycomic.com right there, Veiled Legacy, and please help support Veiled Legacy. Help that come true. All right. I'm going to yell good morning to everyone. I didn't mean to do that. Let's keep that going. It's a bop, right? That's my dancing face. Isn't that pretty? All right, guys. Let's yell good morning to the chat. But I think before we do that, we need to bring in my guest. I'm very excited. I don't have ladies on here very often. Caro comes on. Dreaming Tabitha comes on like once in a blue moon. I told her I was going to give her a hug when I see her. And she was like, I'm too German for your Mexican emotions. So I think Tugs would let me hug her. So anyway, let's bring her on, ladies and gentlemen. Tugs! Yay!
I'm all about the hugs. I also don't ever give Tabitha a choice. She's there and I'm like, and she's like, oh God, oh no. But she doesn't run yet. Anyway, I've pinned her. You can't give her a choice. You just gotta walk in and just be like, oh my God, hi, and then run. Just to keep
I don't think she's going to get a choice. And I've told her that. I said, I'm hugging you. Yeah. And she was like,
she knows. She knows. This is not her first rodeo. She's been to a couple of cons now. She gets it. She hates it, but she gets it. I'm like, you could stop coming.
I've known her, like, I'm trying to
the chat,
find a way to like not have it all over your face.
I'm like eating everybody in chat right now.
Caro says,
I worked out this morning, so I'm hungry.
Oh, there you go. I've known Tabitha like 5 years, and Tabitha probably knows way more about me than she cares to.
Oh, blackmail. Love it.
So I test her German sensibilities on a daily. So yeah, I love her to death. I really do. She's an absolute wonderful person. She is an angel. Absolute angel. I think that's the most I've ever talked to the Saskas was about Tabitha and how wonderful she is.
The Saskas are amazing. I love the Saskas. They're one of my favorite parts about meetups because they're just so funny.
Dude, they're so all I did was post to the world like, hey, Floridians, come see me at MegaCon. You can probably find me hovering around the Rippaverse booth. And they were like, oh my God, yeah. And then they shared it. And I was like, I fell over. Oh no, what is happening?
So nice. They're so nice and they're hilarious. Every single time, both of them are just like, oh my God, it's so good to see you. I think I've met them maybe total of 3 times tops over the last however many years they've all been around now. I don't even know anymore, but they are hilarious. I love them.
I just want the opportunity to tell them how amazing the arch of their eyebrows are.
I know.
As
I don't know. Is it natural? Who knows? Let me
as a professional makeup artist, that my eyes go right there like every time. Like, it's amazing. I'm so impressed. Okay, so we do a thing here on Comics and where we yell good morning to everyone in the chat. And of course, members and super chats get their good mornings first because our love is transactional. And you should get what you pay for. You know, that's only fair, right?
I'm only talking to those of you who send me bits and blurbs from now on. Okay.
Well, they get their good mornings first. They get the good mornings first, and then we get to everyone else. So
yeah, okay,
it's just,
losers. No, just kidding.
all right now there.
I'm going to start this reputation off nicely. And Tux is a bitch. I'm really
I
not.
was told you were so sweet.
I'm just yeah, it turns out sucker. No, I have bills to pay. No, I'm just kidding.
Speaking of, I was told you were so nice. It was DL who told me I should have you on. Good morning, Ensign DL, member of the channel in the nerdling army. I was talking about Fallout and stuff, and he said you should have Tugs on because she loves Fallout and
I don't know
he plays the games. See, he lied to me.
I know. I did say that. I was like, listen, I don't know a whole lot. I'm still learning. And
I said that's fine. I can work that angle. It's okay.
Yeah, it's so funny. Okay. There's a few people that join me on my watch parties that are like, I have no idea what's going on. Can you explain it to me? And some things I can explain, but then I have nearsighted Cyclops to fill in and Hokies for the rest of the gaps. They're like, oh, on this date at this exact time, this thing happened, and that's why this is happening. And we're all like, oh, whoa.
I love it. Listen. You see me post it all the time. I love nerds. I love that for us. I love those kinds of people. I am those kinds of people. That's why I have this channel, because my boyfriend, I mean, we're not officially married, but we is. He was like, he's like, he can't watch anything like this with me, because I'm like, so this person is so and so.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, you need an outlet.
My poor fiance, he likes Fallout. He likes Fallout. He likes it. He likes the first season better. I think probably because it's the second season deep dived into a ton of, one, a lot of stories, but two, a lot of lore, kind of, sort of. And he was like, I have no idea what's going on. And so I had to kind of explain what I know, which is, again, not nearly enough. But I'm like, oh, this is this is that. And he's like, what the heck is an enclave? And I'm like, oh, the enclave are like the big baddies. And like, okay, he's like, okay, he's like,
that you're really gonna have to explain to me in a minute, because
and I only
that I don't know much about.
We'll get there.
And speaking of, good morning, Ensign Caro and editor, and I'm basically like my life manager. Hi, how are you, twin?
I hope you're doing good with everything going on. I love your little updates every day where you're like, I'm gonna walk this amount of miles or steps or whatever.
Best friend extraordinaire. So that reminds me, I told Tugs, but I haven't told anyone else, and I was going to do it in my announcements, but I forgot. But since Tugs, it was like, hey, I love your updates. Here's an update. You guys have been kind of with me on my journey for the last like million years. Like, seriously, like everyone has watched me like get bigger and then start to get smaller. Guess what? Through all this hard work you guys have been watching me go through, I hit a freaking milestone today in my weight loss journey. Like, I finally went below a number I have not been below in years. So I feel better. And then once the eviction happens in 2 weeks, it's going to start going much faster. So
that's going to be awesome once you recover.
Yes, that's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be doing a lot of walking in Orlando, so it'll be nice.
Oh, yeah. Listen, favorite way to get my steps in is to walk around Orlando. The people, if I lived in Florida, that would be my like, oh, I need to go walk 10,000 steps. Let me just hit Epcot real quick.
All right, let me look for more. Let's see. We've got, I know I saw him. Where is Backyard TARDIS? I know I saw Backyard TARDIS. But we do have some supers. Let's get with the supers. I know I saw Backyard TARDIS, so I'll yell, good morning, Backyard TARDIS. I know I saw you. Good morning. Thank you for the $2 super chat, Ensign DL. Hello, Vinny the no-ball dog.
Poor dog. I like how that's what you associate there, buddy.
So, what clip do you want, DL? So, I have these fun clips that I like to share when they give us supers. One of my favorites is Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and I'm gonna do this real quick. Oopsie doodles. I'm gonna do this because that was a really smart idea, Polly. Boop, boop, boop. And then I will star it. There we go. All right. So thank you very much, DL, and thank you very much, Polly, Commander Polly. Yay! Thank you. He's my Wednesday co-host over the Latino Slant for the mid roast. Commander Polly for the $2. I did post it in link. That was a really good idea. So thank you very much. And thank you, Psychotic Mongoose, for gifting a membership. Thank you so very much. Woo, woo,
Yay!
All
I'm so glad my people are here. I posted the link in my chat. I was like, I'm going to be here tomorrow. Y'all better be there or be square.
Thank you. Okay, so DL wants you to pick the video. We have me as Conan the Barbarian. We have Star Trek, Family Guy, Only Murders in the Building, Princess Bride, Thor, Men on Film, Stargate, and The Jerk, Steve Martin.
I'm torn. Did you say you as Conan the Barbarian?
Yes.
That one.
Okay.
Penny, what is best in life?
To crush the rumors, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the nerds.
It's me and husband boyfriend. I'm glad you like that.
God. It was between that one or the Only Murders in the Building one, because that nobody ever talks about that show.
I love that show. Latino Slant, what video do you want? What video do you want? I'm back to I'm the first to back the campaign. Woo woo!
Yay!
All right. What video do you
clips.
want? Everyone tell me what clips you want. Psychotic Mongoose, tell me what clip you want. DL. Everyone pick or you know what? We'll just let Tugs pick the clips. How about that? Yeah.
The pressure.
We'll let Tugs pick the clips. I can't say words. All right. So what clip do you want this time?
Let's do Only Murders because now I'm curious.
Howard said that Lester's Arconia paperwork got uploaded into the robot. So basically we just have to get our hands on it. That was the robot, wasn't it?
Is Paul Raga? Oh no! It gets me every time.
If you guys have not ever heard of that show, I suggest watching them. I haven't watched past first season because I got distracted, but it's really cute. It's Selena, well, cute's not the right word, but it's Martin Short, Steve Martin, and Selena Gomez. And it's hilarious. Like,
I don't have a lowrider video. Paul's like, all right,
no,
one more video.
Paul. He's like, I picked one, and you don't even have it.
Yeah, I don't have it. All right, one more.
What was the other one?
I have Star Trek, Family Guy, different Family Guys. Family Guy? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Toby with an I, with an accent over the I, and a little line over the O, so you know it's a long vowel sound and not a short one. And sometimes I like to dot the I with a little smiley face or a heart or something. Something to brighten the reader's day.
I asked you what your name was!
Honey, you keep that up. It's whatever you want it to be.
It's fun we have.
I love Family
Guy. Fun we have.
That's a hot take. Everybody's like, The Simpsons. I'm like, no. Family Guy.
No. And I was 9 years old when The Simpsons started. So, no, I like the Family Guy better. Yeah, all right, guys, let's get into saying good morning to everyone else. Oh my God, it's that Tug's Life. Hi, good morning.
Hi, sup, nerds.
Hi, good morning, Penny.
Oh, that's such a sweet.
I just love her. She's all over the place.
So nice.
She's the hardest working subscriber on YouTube. Good morning, Hertz Donut.
Hi, Hertz.
Good morning, Omari. He says you're bringing in Tugs. Cool. Next, you'll have X-Ray Girl.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I don't think she knows I exist, but that would be
with
cool.
her schedule.
Yeah, I believe it. I've seen my schedule, and I can only imagine what hers is like if mine's that bad. It's my fault we're late, Gary.
Late and Gary. And I can't spell. You know, it's fine. Late and Gary.
Good morning, Monique. Fantastic Friday to you. as well. All right, where else we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? And my wheel is not wanting to scroll. If I miss you, I'm sorry. Buenos dias, Fernando. Buenos dias.
No.
Good morning, Left Eye. As someone who loves the show, I can't wait to hear y'all's thoughts on the game.
Yeah.
Fernando lives in Orlando. Well, you better come to MegaCon.
Yeah. And get your steps in.
Yeah, get your steps in. All right, who else we got? I think that's it for now. We got a pretty good chat. This is a great chat.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Time to turn the music down.
I was just vibing back there, while you were doing your opening. I was eating my bagel, just vibing.
I know. It's a bop. I get down.
Bop. It is a bop.
It's a good time. And then it just stops. I try every time to like
fade it out.
Yeah, and it just stops. So, blah. There he is. Good morning. I was looking for you. I yelled your name because I saw it, but then I couldn't see it again to put it back up there. But good morning.
Like the TARDIS to come in and disappear that quickly.
I just like the daggone TARDIS. I'm telling you. All right, guys. So let's talk Fallout. And I should probably put man, I have so many tabs open. My sons would be like, listen, Linda, this is entirely too much for this. You shouldn't.
As long as you keep them organized, it doesn't matter.
I
don't keep mine organized either.
They're sort of organized. I just had like a bunch of busy crazy things happen in the last 48 hours. I blame Caro and my grandmother, but it's fine. We're fine. Wow, that is not words I just typed. It's probably code. It's probably code. So tell me how you got into Fallout. Was it really just the show? Was it the show that got you into it?
Yeah, the show got me into playing the games. And here's the funny part, and my people in my chat can confirm this, is I have a borderline, like it's a little creepy, obsession with the 1940s and 50s. That whole era. All I listen to, my music is I either listen to worship, country, or that era of music. Sinatra, Martin, all of those guys, like all of them.
Really?
Yeah, I love it. I'm always talking about that. And so when the show came out, I was like, oh my God, I love this show. Well, I was talking about it on stream, and everybody in the chat was like, haven't you ever heard of the games? And I'm like, maybe briefly, but nobody in my circle ever played them, so I didn't know anything about them. And they were like, dude, you have this weird obsession with this kind of music. Oh, I was playing Mafia. That's what it was. And they have D. Martin and stuff like that. And the show was coming out. And they were like, how have you never played these games before? Like, this is up your alley. It's open world. You could take 85 years to play a game, because I had just finished The Witcher 3 after like 3 years. And all of a sudden they're like, how have you never ever played these games? And so I was like, okay, well, and then the show came out, and I fell in love with it. And that's literally, I started with Fallout 3. I'm in the middle of Fallout 4 now. I got stuck on Fallout New Vegas and had to start over. That's a whole fiasco. But yeah, so the chat was just flabbergasted. They're like, you talk about all this music, you're vibing with Mafia and the music and the vibes, and you're never played Fallout? And I'm like, no. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. So
see, I have punk rock pinup tattooed on my wrists. I love 50s, late 40s. Like, I used to dress, with the Liberty roll.
I can see that.
Oh, thank you.
I see that.
Lipstick, probably. The winged liner, all of that stuff. That was kind of my thing. And when I started doing hair a million years ago, that was kind of my expertise, the vintage style and stuff. So I'm also very into that stuff, the post-atomic age stuff I'm really into. And I play The Sims a lot, or I did, before I started really getting heavy into writing again. And pardon me. And I would build like full worlds that was nothing but like post-atomic age stuff, and I didn't realize that a lot of the mods I was downloading, like the custom content, like the furnitures and things, was stuff that was built inspired by Fallout. Like
Oh,
I had no, like the furnitures and stuff, like the
yeah.
kitchen stuff. So I remember watching Fallout season 1. I was like, hey, that looks like that
You're like,
stuff
wait a
I
minute.
downloaded. That looks familiar. My kids played Fallout. I'm 45. My sons are 26 and 24. Is he 24? Oh my god, I forget their ages all the time, and it makes me look bad in public. Like,
Whatever. They're
I have
old.
4 kids. Yeah. But yeah, they're in their mid-20s. So they've played Fallout their whole lives, but that was all I really knew of it. So when season 1 came out, I kind of watched it. I was like, okay. But right before season 2 came out, I watched it again and I got really into it. I'm like, I keep hearing about, especially from one of my subscribers, Loki. He's like, they changed the lore. They changed the lore. And I'm like, I want to know. Like, I want to know for sure because I'm a big lore person. I love games with story. I want to know just how different they made this. So I started playing Fallout 4 and Fallout New Vegas at the same time. I just alternate. I allow myself 2 hours of game time on Sundays. So I don't, because I'm very OCD and ADHD. So my daughter is calling me. Yeah, she knows better. So if I play a video game, I will get really, really into it.
Oh yeah.
So I have to limit myself.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dreaming Tabitha.
We were
Thank
just
you
talking
so
about all the
much.
hugs you're gonna get.
Yeah.
All
And
the
how
hugs for Tabitha.
excited. 1 second.
How excited you are for all the hugs that you're going to get in MegaCon.
I know. We know how much Germans love affection and emotion. You're so into that. What video would you like for your contribution to my Florida Uber fund? Because remember, guys, that's what the theme is for this next month is helping me in Florida. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
$5 and I'll hug everyone.
$5 and I'll hug everyone. But what video would you like
you're
from
Paying us $5 or we pay you $5?
Yeah, how does
That's
that
so nice
work?
of her to pay us $5 to hug us. That's so sweet.
Yeah, that's very sweet. Like I thought my hugs were worth more, but I'll take $5. That's
Hey,
fine.
that's a coffee somewhere.
That is. So, what video do you want? Or you're getting Conan. Speak now, Tabitha.
Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Speak now or get 2 hugs. Get so many hugs. Maria is only worth $10. I want a high quality hug. You shall have it, my dear. Thank you so much for your $10 super chat. Caro, my twin, tell me what video you want as well. Konana. She wants Konana. Konana, you shall have.
Danny, what is best in life?
To crush the rumors, see them driven before you, and hear the lamentation of the nerds.
Not the nerds.
Never gets old. And hear the lamentation of the nerds.
The nerds.
She wants sexual organs. Don't we
Tell
all?
me about your sexual organs. Is that an uncomfortable subject for humans?
No, but it doesn't tend to be a topic of casual conversation.
There is just something so pretty about Jonathan Frakes.
Always. I had a massive crush on him when I
Who
was
didn't? You know what the weird part is? My massive crush on him came from oh god, Fact or Fiction. Because the only Star Trek I had seen up until that point, and I still haven't really seen the Next Generation, to be honest with you. Sorry, nerd cred, I know, was the OG. So, and Jonathan Frakes also was the villain in the Gargoyles animated series. So, like, I knew who he was, but it was fact or fiction that I was like, okay.
There's this meme that goes around. It's like, you know, when you try to tell your mom all the horrible crap she did to you when you were a kid, and it's Jonathan Frakes from Fact or Fiction going, false.
We made it up.
We made it up. Yeah. Okay.
I love those compilations of him just being like, that was a lie. We made that up.
Was a lie. Yeah. We'll go through these kind of retro nights and we'll watch stuff like that here at the house. That and why can't I say things? Unsolved Mysteries.
Oh, the OG. The one on the new one on Netflix actually isn't terrible, but there's just nothing.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just not the same
like
without Robert Stack.
Yeah, it doesn't have the same impact. They should have gotten Jonathan Frakes to narrate. That might have been better.
So I have to say, I do like Fallout 4 because I'm playing Fallout 4 and New Vegas.
Okay.
I kind of switch back and forth.
Two very completely different vibes.
Right. Hold on a second. Stop distracting. This is really a Fallout stream because we're getting distracted every 2 seconds by side quests.
Yeah. Tabitha. It's the ism for me. Rude. You ist. I don't know what you huggist.
Jonathan Frakes will be at MegaCon. I will absolutely take a hug from him. You shut your dirty mouth. Riker, it's going to be at MegaCon.
I wonder how much he's charging for his photo ops. Let's find out.
See, usually I'm against that. I'm like, that.
I was too until I had the chance to pay probably entirely too much to meet Ben Affleck, and it's my favorite celebrity picture I have.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look into Jonathan Frakes.
Jonathan Frakes. Photo op is 80. Actually, that's it. And autograph is 60. That's it. That's.
I want to meet Jonathan Frakes, guys. We have a new goal until March 18th.
You gotta do the photo op. Forget the autograph. Nobody likes the autographs. I gotta
meet Jonathan Frakes. Okay, I gotta meet Jonathan Frakes, guys. I gotta meet Jonathan Frakes. This is a childhood dream. I'm like, I can't sit still right now.
I can't believe he's that cheap. What a cheap whore.
I gotta be Commander Riker.
Oh, Billy Bane.
I gotta be Commander Riker. You don't understand.
No, yeah, you absolutely have to. Yeah. I don't even know who's going. All right, we've fallen down a rabbit hole. It's fine. The Alec Baldwin, we did laugh at that. Oh, Daphne King, Miss X2 herself, the queen. You couldn't pay me to take a picture with her. She's entirely too beautiful. I can't do it. She's too pretty.
I can't stand next to her.
I can't. Yeah, no, I would break the camera standing next to that woman.
Will he touch boobs for $80? I bet he would touch mine for free. I'm just saying.
James Marsters, John Boyega, Josh Holloway.
Spike is going to be there?
Yeah.
Spike is going to be there? I'm going to die.
Photo op 80 doll hairs.
I'm going to die.
Josh Holloway. Whatever happened to Josh Holloway? John Rhys Davies. Liv Tyler? My queen?
This is too much.
There's no way. Why are all these people? I'm not going to question it. Oh, Jim Lee, a sweetie pie. We love him. What? Okay, we've really gone off the deep breath. Hey, the Power Ranger, the Asian kid, Johnny is going to be there.
Listen, Tabitha, I was really busy yesterday.
No, she clearly we have not. I'm also just looking at it for the first. Josh freaking Holloway.
Wow. Good morning, contributing editor Lieutenant Keto Reviews.
I promise we were talking about Fallout. We got distracted.
Side quest.
Dude, the time the Fallout cast shows up to an expo, I want in the middle of that threesome sandwich right there. I want in the middle of it. I will pay the money. My fiance will roll his eyes at me and say I'm stupid, but I don't care. I want to be in the middle of the Fallout sandwich. Anyway.
Ella Purnell is absolutely adorable.
I love
she
her.
Is such a cute little thing. And pardon me. I've drank like 4 glasses of water already today, so give
have
me
to
a
pee.
break.
And then she's
Yeah.
gonna leave me unsupervised, and I don't know what to do.
I'll put up the intermission thing.
Oh, okay. Phew.
So wow, I'm sorry, my brain is trying to calm down. I won't know how to handle any of this. So Walton Goggins, man, when I think Walton Goggins, I think of this very specific ad, this bumper that they did for the Shield like 20 years ago, 22 years ago.
Oh my god,
Right
is the
around the
Shield
time
that old?
yeah, it's around the time I actually
Old.
wrote the book that I'm adapting for the comic. And it was in black and white. It was him and Michael Chiklis talking. And Michael Chiklis like said the quiet thing out loud. He asked the question we were all thinking, Walton, why the F are your teeth so big? And he said, pardon me. He said, when I was 15, I wrecked my bike and I busted out my teeth. And so, I had to get like implants and caps. And they asked me what I wanted them to look like. And I figured, the bigger the better. So I just told him,
I never noticed his teeth being big.
look at old pictures. Let's find pictures. I'm gonna
I mean,
pull
I
some
can't judge
pictures
him. I
up.
got a pretty big. My 2 front teeth are pretty large too, but
Oh, he had. I'm gonna pull this up.
he's
Let
got
me
like a
see.
very straight white. Oh yeah. Now I can't unsee it. Oh no. I love him.
Let's see. He might have gotten him, better caps or whatever since then. The Shield, big teeth.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. He just seems like such a nice guy. Who was I telling? I was in one of my group chats. I was like, Walton Goggins is like the rugged version of Keanu Reeves. But I feel like they're 2 sides of the same coin. Like they both lost wives very tragically, and they just
They
both seem
did.
very Walton Goggins' wife,
Look at them
not
teeth.
obviously not the woman he's with now, obviously, but his wife jumped from a window and took her own life. Yeah, which is why he disappeared for a while. It's probably been about 20 years now, but he disappeared for a while and wasn't really doing a whole lot because he traveled the world and he just went off grid, and he came back and found his inner peace or whatever. Now he's with a new woman, and he just seems to like a lot like Keanu Reeves, whose I think she was his girlfriend, died very tragically as well.
Yeah.
I
She was
feel like
pregnant.
they just seem to be very kind people that you want to hang out and have a beer with. Like they just both seem so nice. So ignore my camera. I'm so sorry. I'm doing laundry. It's bouncing.
Are you in an earthquake?
Yeah, I live in for those of you who don't know, I live in a travel trailer. So
No, that's cool. You get to go wherever you want.
Yeah, but the washer does this. So my camera.
So are you coming to MegaCon since you can go wherever you want?
No. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I don't know yet, to be honest.
I'm just saying maybe you should.
Maybe. If I do, it'll probably be alone and I'll leave the dog with the boy, but we'll see. I gotta look at prices and stuff. Kind of pricey.
Good morning, Lieutenant Brimstone. The laundry is going.
Oh God. All right. Okay.
God.
We have
Focus.
subjects.
I know. But see his teeth, they're absolutely enormous.
Yeah, I never noticed, to be honest.
Yeah.
Now I
but
can't.
That is entirely because he at 15 decided, well, aren't bigger the bigger the better.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Uncle Baby Billy, he was amazing. I ain't asking for the world here. There's an 8-ball at $2 million. He was incredible. Incredible as Uncle Baby Billy.
Oh man.
But so like I was saying an hour ago, I am playing Fallout 4 and New Vegas. And Lord, don't even ask me where I'm at on either one of those games because I get them
Ugh.
kind of confused in my head.
Well, they're both
Now-
so open world, you could literally be
Yeah.
anywhere.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I get a little confused with playing the game is I forget what freaking quest I'm on because
Oh, yeah.
I'm heading
yeah.
one direction, and then one of the funniest things I thought that was said in season 1 was when Cooper Howard, Walton Goggins' character goes, it's, life is always gonna there's always got a million different things thrown at you.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's the game right there.
Yeah, there's been
Um,
quite a few, like, tongue-in-cheek player things, like him asking her when they see the death claws this season, he's like, "You got a rocket launcher in that bag?"
Yeah.
Like, "Yeah, actually, I do." She doesn't, but I do. And it's
But,
making me very heavy.
yeah. Oh God. The having to stop it. That's something it took me a while to figure out was I don't need to pick up everything.
Oh, yeah, but you do. Oh my god. See, I have all these people in my chat always yelling at me, "Pick up everything!" Also, I'm passing this knowledge on to you because I get it yelled at me by CJ every single dang time. Pick up the guns. Pick up all of the guns, even if you don't like them or don't use them, because when in Fallout 4 specifically, I don't know if the other Fallouts are the same way, but Fallout 4
Okay.
specifically, pick them up and then drop them. You keep the ammo. Yeah. I still don't do it. CJ's always yelling at me, but because they're heavy.
That's so I know. Okay,
Mhm.
thank you. Good.
Yeah, you keep the ammo because I know ammo's a problem with me because I'm not a very good
This
gamer,
is
guys.
gonna make me want to break my rule and play Fallout today.
Do it! I'm playing Fallout 4 tonight, Fallout Friday. I'm excited.
You're playing what tonight?
Fallout 4.
Oh, Fallout 4. I thought you said Vault 4. I'm like, what's that?
Oh, no, Fallout 4. I also got Fallout 1 and 2 on Steam.
Oh
For
my
like
gosh.
$2 a piece. So I can't wait to play those too. Very excited about that one. People were like, it's very different than what you're used to. I'm like, guys, I grew up on Diablo. I know, I get it. The camera, we're fine. Relax.
Someone was Dave's friend was trying to tell me, he's like, you need to play the first one. I'm like, no thanks.
Well, there is a TARDIS. Where is Backyard TARDIS? There is a TARDIS,
Yeah.
apparently, in Fallout 2. Someone in
Yeah.
the chat might know. Yes, the devs throw it in there. It's like in the wasteland somewhere. And you're like, is that the TARDIS? It was in the credits, I think, the other day, or something, but it's in the actual game. So
That's amazing.
yeah.
So at least one of my subscribers, his name is Loki, and he's really irritated because he said he's a huge gamer. I am not. I'm not a big gamer. My kids are. Half my kids are. I am not. My kids say mom's an OG gamer. She played like, Mortal
Atari.
Kombat and stuff. Well, I played in television. That was super dope. And original NES. We just called it
Oh, yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
And old Sega stuff. But Fallout in Canada. I love it.
No, but no, it's not because we annexed Canada and you guys are our prisoners now. Well, not you guys, because we're American. But sucks to suck, buddy.
So, crap, where was I going with this? I don't remember. So, let me try to retrace my thoughts because stupid Fallout got me distracted. Another side quest.
Oopsie.
Fallout, playing Fallout 4. And okay. So Loki is so irritated with the show because he says they've changed the story. And so I started playing the games to kind of figure out the story. And it took me quite a while because at first I'm like, well, Loki, I'm not seeing what the huge issue is, because to me the show feels like wandering the wasteland. It just feels like they are players. They are different players at different levels or different points in the game wandering the wasteland. That's what it feels like to me. He's like, no, they changed the story. So now I'm trying to play it from a perspective where I'm trying to learn the story. And you know, I have my character in Fallout 4 is Agnes Higgins, because Agnes felt like a very 1940s name.
Yeah.
And she's, you know, you try to find your son Sean, but you're also not really trying that hard to find your son
I know.
Sean. Do
I
you
know,
ever find your
child was
son
like,
Sean?
yes, I haven't finished it yet, but there's a big twist, which I won't spoil for you, and I hope nobody
Please
else
don't.
does. But there's a huge twist that comes with your character and your son, apparently, at the end of all of this. I, as somebody who's played New Vegas almost to the end, I did
Mhm.
get stuck and I couldn't finish it. I literally got stuck. And I couldn't finish it, so I'm starting over, but I got close enough. There, I personally, and maybe this is because I haven't read every single terminal and I haven't written down every single vault and all this stuff, and maybe that's why. But the show takes place 15 years after New Vegas. So pick
Okay.
an ending of New Vegas, which we all have. We all have different ones, I'm sure. And so the showrunners have decided to go a direction and they've picked an ending. We all at first thought it was the Yes Man ending because when we not the finale, but last week's episode, the Securitron that's turned off on the floor in front of Mr. House's computers, that's the Yes Man ending, quote unquote. And so what happens is you kill House in New Vegas with this ending, and Yes Man, who is that Securitron bot, takes his place, and so his body like powers down, and that's how it ends. And then it updates you on A, B, C, and D, blah blah blah, whatever. And so that was everybody's everything I've seen from everybody that's like they changed the lore, they changed all this stuff from what I've seen. And again, I haven't dived deep into it. It's mostly been people who are mad that certain decisions are being made. And that decision being, we are now taking this ending and going with it, or they're jumping the gun. The NCR is gone. Well, that's obviously not the case. They made a resurgence in this last episode pretty bigly, in my opinion. The Legion's been wiped down. They made him look stupid. Well, I don't. If you've met the Legion in New Vegas, they are kind of dumb and they're a little bit psycho. Okay, their leader is a hot mess, and so and all throughout New Vegas too. If you pay attention and you take the time to talk to the NPCs, and I haven't done all of this because it's such a big game, but they talk about how without Caesar, the one that's in the game now, and he's sick. Without him, the Legion is going to fall apart. They don't have a leg to stand on. They need a leader. They can't function without one. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't know if it's a quest or if it's something that you choose to do. I haven't gotten that far, but you could choose to save Caesar. He's sick. I won't go into details, but he's sick. So you could choose to help him and keep the Legion intact as having a leader. And then that sets up a whole nother chain of events, or you could choose not to help him and then he dies. Now, the skeleton Caesar in the show, I'm unclear on whether or not that's the same Caesar from the New Vegas game. I feel like 15 years is a long time to hold on to a skeleton, but it's also the Legion. Nothing surprises me. They're a little crazy. So but my point is that if you go around and you talk, the more people you talk about the Legion to, the more every single one of them is like, oh, they can't function without a leadership. Like they'll disband. Every single one of them at some point, if you have that conversation, they talk about how, so to me, the Legion being a hot mess when we first meet them and they're warring with each other because they can't pick on a leader because they're too stupid to just have a voting situation or whatever. That made total sense to me. So people were jumping the gun. Oh, the Legion is going to be wiped out. They just wiped everybody out, blah, blah. Well, they show back in the finale a larger crowd than I thought was left. And now they're going to go to war with the NCR, which turns out wasn't wiped out. If you had listened to the lady, she said we were cut off from reinforcements and just the two of them were stuck in the mountain, not everybody else. Like, it's like people aren't paying attention. And it seems to be that a whole lot of hardcore New Vegas people are the ones that are most upset about everything because, and I don't know the history of the company. I'm not invested in Bethesda. I don't know the leaders. I don't know the CEO. I don't know any of that. But they seem to be mad that Bethesda seems to be coming up with a concrete path kind of situation. Nothing I personally have seen counteracts a whole lot. Now, Fallout 1 and 2, maybe, because A, they're so old, nobody plays them anymore, like except your hardcore people. They're older, they're difficult, they're kind of this weird gameplay just from what I've seen online. It's not everybody who is a younger generation is not gonna like that, because they're not used to that kind of graphics, not used to that kind of gameplay, that point and click, that whatever you want to call it, they're not used to that. So this is their opportunity to kind of take bits and pieces from Fallout 1 and 2 and wrap them into something new while also continuing from Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4 and going this direction. Like the whole Colorado thing with the Enclave, that's new territory. We've not been there. We hear about it in the games, but we've not been there. So they get to play. That's gonna be fun.
Fallout Colorado.
The Rockies.
Enclave. All right. Because I want you to because you know a lot more about this than I do.
I have a very big advantage with the people in my chat when I game the games because they know a lot. So I'll ask questions and then they'll be like, oh, this and this and this. So I've kind of pieced some stuff together.
Okay. So
it looks
up
cold.
until this point, we've had Robotech? With
Robco.
Robco, that's it. Robco with Mr. House. We've had Vault Tech. And I kind of understand the resource wars after the what was it called? It begins with a D.
The diode?
No, oh my god, words are hard. So after everything in their history lines up until about 1945, divergence, and then everything diverges.
Okay.
Instead of just using atomic technology for warfare, they used it for things like TVs and robotics and stuff like that. So they advanced their society, and they didn't necessarily their Cold War with Russia didn't really advance like ours did, and they didn't they ended up having like an alliance with them, and it was really China that they really had a big war with, and that's what led to the big atomic war. And leading up to that, because things were going so well for so very long, they started running out of resources, not just because things were going so well, but because they were building up all this technology and they were running out of the stuff they needed to build this technology. So that's what led to annexing Canada. Like, they really treated the Canadians pretty dirty.
Sucks.
And they they annexed the Canadians. The Canadians revolted, and they were like, too bad. Tough titties, said the kitty. And then the Chinese tried, because we were digging for oil or drilling for oil in Alaska, and the Chinese government asked, hey, can we have some of that? And we're like, no, we're not sharing our oil with anyone anymore because it's a precious resource and there isn't much of it anymore, which is actually a good decision. Like, no, we can't do that anymore. There's not enough of it. And so China's like, well, we're just gonna take it. And so we ended up kicking their asses out of Alaska, because China was trying to fight us on 3 fronts. And they lost in Alaska, but they were doing pretty good on their home front in China. China. But at this point in the Fallout history, they instead of states, they had split into 13 commonwealths, and then there was the European Commonwealth. Like, all of Europe formed into one political union, and then you had China and all that stuff. So they haven't really talked much about that in the show, and that's just stuff I really learned this morning.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy. I mean, I knew about the Alaska fight and all that stuff, but I didn't know that that Europe was a part of it too. That's interesting.
So there goes my Shih Tzu. So, up until this point in Fallout, the show, we knew about Robco, we knew about Vault-Tec, and we thought,
Mhm.
okay, these are the bad guys. You know, there's the guys that are trying to, experiment and all this nefarious stuff. But then they introduced the Enclave. I
Very
know
briefly.
nothing about the Enclave. Like Stephanie, who seems to be Hank McClane's actual wife, pulls out a black Pip Boy,
Yeah.
and that's an Enclave Pip Boy.
Yeah, apparently, which I don't think that's new as far as I know. The only so the Enclave is really the most, and I have heard rumors that the further you get into Fallout 4, they get brought up again. I haven't gotten there yet because what's a main quest? Never heard of it. But as you progress through the story in Fallout 4, I think it was Hokies was like, oh, you'll see Liberty Prime, and you get that again in Fallout 4, and I was like, huh, I wonder where that comes from. But the Enclave, you first find out about them really in the third one. And in the
Okay.
third one, if I remember right, and I've only played it the once, and it was my first one, so I kind of rushed through it, not realizing that I could take my time. So I want to start that one over again, but that's a whole nother. The Enclave is the ringleader. So the Enclave is like the shadow government. So everybody sees Vault-Tec and you're like, oh, this is so typical government experiments and blah, blah, blah. But the Enclave is the one that pulled the trigger. Now there is debate that China actually is the one that nuked us at the very first time. Instead of the American government. I don't know how, if they're going to confirm one way or the other. The show seems to be leaning towards the president. Which also would make sense, like it works either way. But there's also a lot of evidence to suggest that China did it first because of the death clause, which we didn't see until this season, where we knew they were being used pre-war. You find terminals and stuff that talk about them. The Enclave created them, and for that purpose, to just wipe out their enemies. And so there's suggestions that China nuked us because they were like, "This is unfair. Get bent." What the heck is this? And kind of thing. Which honestly, but there's also suggestions that it was actually the Enclave which the president is, and that's in the lore too. I don't know if they're the same president or not, but he is big part of the Enclave, and he's the one that it insinuates to pull the trigger and blah blah. So they're like the shadow puppet masters behind quite a bit. Whereas Vault-Tec is like, hey, we want to do this thing, and we're having trouble with resources, and we're having trouble with this. What if we have these vaults and their experiments are all their own? We saw that in the show with the water. Oh, well, we know these water ones aren't going to work. Which vaults do you want to put them in? But there's way worse vaults than that. There's one vault that they did on purpose that had over 100 people too many in the vault, because they wanted to see what would happen if you had it crowded. And how long would it take people to turn on each other? How long would you do this? The super mutant virus, blah, 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 all this stuff, like all these little experiments. Because Vault-Tec's not innocent in this either. But behind the scenes, you've always had the Enclave kind of hovering over. So the fact that the show was like, by the way, we got puppet masters here, and we are full out telling you they're the Enclave. Like, whoa, okay, crazy.
So basically, Cooper he handed over. He handed over
that poor man
cold
cannot catch a break.
fusion. No, he's like the center of all of this. So when it comes to adapting series from games and books, series and movies, sometimes it is necessary or prudent to make specific changes for reasons like, okay, if we did adapt this thing, we would end up having a story that lasted 25 years, or a show that would have to be 3 hours long, or we just don't have the technology to make this work, or for whatever reasons. So they find a workaround by telling it a different way, or can you calm down? That would be really helpful if you calm down.
Hi, puppy.
Oh, she is. Okay. Oh my gosh. Everyone, Olive has entered the chat and she is freaking out. I don't know why. Okay, you're just gonna have to not.
Poor girl.
So I am wondering because obviously with all of the 1,576,287 side quests that each individual Fallout game has, maybe
Plus
the
the
only
multiple endings each game has.
is something I was not
This is
aware
why I'm
of
like,
until you told me.
why are people so mad? You literally
Yeah.
throw a dart and you can have like, yes, if you choose the yes man ending, it's gonna have like the same overall ending, but depending on
Mhm.
who you help or hurt to get there, little things are gonna it's the deep dive into it's insane. So we could have the same ending overall. Let's say we choose the same ending. You and I are gonna have very different consequences of that ending because I killed the Legion and you didn't. Or I helped the NCR and you decided to wipe the NCR out and help the Brotherhood. You know what I mean? There's all these little details that are like
Mhm.
they had to choose a path. Like you can't just and they haven't really even chosen a full path, in my
Right.
opinion. But it was
So
fun listening to House be like, I was beaten up and I was shot at, and I was I was like, oh yeah, that was all of us. Trying to kill your ass.
So I'm wondering if the reasons for the changes that they have made to the story in the show exist for the for the fact that they have to be able to fit all this lore, all this story
Mhm.
in.
Mm.
And their vehicle to do that is Cooper Howard.
Yep.
And all the shit, I accidentally destroyed the world like 3 times.
Poor guy. That man cannot catch a break. I'm like, every single
Trying to do the
time.
right thing. And Loki has made it. Good morning, Ensign Loki. I've mentioned you 3 times and your complete dislike
Of the
of all
show.
of this.
Yeah.
Super chat, thank you for another $2,
Yeah.
DL. And I've told you about this just last night, but thank you. Tugs, are you looking forward for mortuary assistant?
Oh yeah, I will be sat. I hope my theater has it. I hope my theater I live in a smaller-ish town, so I'm hoping my theater has it. I'm pumped. I think the mortuary assistant movie looks fabulous. I'm very excited.
My theater closed January
No!
31st.
Oh.
I'm devastated. All right, DL, do you want her to pick your clip again or you want to pick one? And Loki or Left Eye says this is peak lore from the game. I love it. Love it. Let me know about your clip, DL. And listen, Olive, you need to chill the F out. You are
Poor
killing
girl.
me. She's in heat for the first time
Oh.
in a diaper.
Yeah.
And I think boyfriend is wandering around the property again.
Ayo.
He's about to get
Rebecca.
popped in the butt with a BB gun again. He said to let you pick again. What clip do you want?
Oh God. Princess Bride? You said you
Princess
had a
Bride. Yeah, let's go.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
My fave.
Classic.
All right. So Stephanie, I'm wondering, okay, so again, I feel like Maximus and Lucy definitely represent players.
Oh, for sure. Lucy is me when I play this game. She's so nice.
players that you know are choosing different avenues. And then we have the ghoul, who I do feel is a player, but a more experienced player.
I feel like
One
he's a
who goes back
companion.
and yeah, possibly. There you go. Well, then we got dog meat too.
Oh, I love her.
How many Riker clips do I have? I have, oh my gosh, I think that I just have the one, honestly. Shame
Wow.
on me.
Shame on you.
Well, I have a lot of clips, man. I have a lot of clips, but it just the one StreamYard only allows you to have so many, and I try to have a little bit of a variety while also keeping my actual intro, outro stuff. It's a hard life, man. It's a hard life we lead. I'm sorry. So anyway, I do feel that explains kind of that lore issue, but do we think that Cooper's search for Barb and Janie is replacing that search for Sean, and that it's going to have a similar twist?
I don't know
Also
how
keeping
far. I don't know how far you are in Fallout 4. Do you know about the synths?
Yes, I know about the synths,
Okay.
and that was another thing I wanted to ask, like,
So
because
go ahead.
well, because in the show, I haven't seen any robots, but I have seen they do have those clips that they're putting in people's necks. I'm wondering, is that replacing the robot synths?
We talked about this when I did my watch party. I was like, I find it very interesting that Hank very specifically was like, well, House wants to make everybody a robot, and that's boring. I want to give them personality, and you're not going to be able to tell the difference, which is the whole point of Fallout 4. Who's a synth, who isn't? You're wandering the wasteland, and you have to make these decisions for these people randomly. It's just wild, and you don't know what's what, and then there's the big twist and blah blah blah. So I don't know if they're going to bring in synths necessarily. That might be pushing it as far as like having 85 different storylines going on, but it's a similar thought process. So it could be something, and I don't know. I haven't gotten far enough. I don't know who created the Institute. Loki might be able to tell us. But I don't know who created the Institute. I don't know if they're an enclave establishment, if they came up by themselves as like an alternative to Robco. That part I don't know. But I just found it weird that not weird, but I found it very interesting. He very specifically was like, you're not going to be able to tell who's basically a robot and who's not, and they have personality, and I think that's better. And I was like, this sounds familiar. That'll be interesting. There are a bunch of theories that people talk about online that are like, oh, Cooper's going to get to the Enclave headquarters, and there seems to be a consensus that either Janie is going to be super old and running the Enclave, and she's going to shoot him on sight because they don't do abominations either, or they're synths. Or an even more like gut-wrenching evil twist would be that they created a synth for Cooper Howard, and they think that he's been there the whole time, when in reality he's a ghoul in the wasteland looking for them for 200 years. Because we don't know where that postcard was left. When was that postcard left?
Right.
Was it left actually 200 years ago? Was it, and she pretended to go in the vault when really she went with the Enclave? Because you can't tell me she wasn't with the Enclave now for a long time. I don't buy that.
Right.
And so she used the Enclave. Maybe they approached her to save him from being arrested. You know, that kind of thing, because that's the last we saw her. And so she's been with the Enclave now this whole time since his arrest at the end of the episode. Did she leave it 200 years ago? Was she in cryo and then somebody thawed her out 50 years ago and she left the postcard there? We don't know how long that's been there. I do find it interesting that he was very confident. Oh, I now know my family is alive. That's a bold statement, dude. It's been 200 years. How many 200-year-old people are we going to have in the show? It's crazy. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah,
and that's kind of how I feel about in the game too, where she's like, I'm looking for my baby. I'm like, dude, you don't know how long ago that happened. You were in cryo.
Yeah. And we're not told. Well, I guess at the end we probably are. Again, haven't gotten there yet. No spoilers, Loki. I know you.
Yeah, don't spoil it. Loki, he says, Ensign Loki, sorry about that, pal. It's alluded to be a project from MIT. They don't say who did it on purpose. The Enclave is just evil brotherhood.
Yeah, they're like really nasty versions of the Brotherhood. And I'm not a big Brotherhood of Steel fan, by the way. In general, I know that's a hot take. They drive me bonkers. But yeah, they are. Yeah, so they don't like but that was where I was going with that. They don't like abominations either. So I don't care who you are. If you raise, especially Janie, she's a kid. If for whatever reason she's still around, she's grown up now with that mindset. And just like what's his bucket from the Commonwealth, she's going to shoot him on sight. Like she'll shoot him on sight because they don't do abominations. They don't do ghouls. They don't do the set. They don't do any of that. They don't like them. So it'll be interesting to see. But the synth thing doesn't make sense with that either. The people that are like, oh, I wonder if they have like a Cooper Howard synth and they think it's really Cooperable. I was like, well, they wouldn't. That would be a really gut-wrenching twist. And that would be heartbreaking. But the Enclave would never, because they're just like the Brotherhood. They don't like the synths. Like if you pick up Nick Valentine as a companion in Fallout 4, I don't know if you have yet or not, you do eventually run into the Brotherhood and they have a bunch of quests for you. And when you have him as a companion, the whole time they're running their mouths. they're like, can't believe you have that thing with you. I'd have shot it on sight. Synths are this, synths are that. I mean, it's just at the comments, and Nick will fire back sometimes. It's really hilarious, but they don't like them, period. And they don't, that no questions are asked. Like if Nick Valentine wasn't your companion, he would be dead already, like that kind of thing. It's just, they're very prejudiced in their prejudices. So Cooper Howard being a synth in the Enclave in the Colorado Rockies as a stand-in for, oh yeah, I found your postcard 200 years ago, honey, I've been here the whole time, doesn't quite make sense because the Enclave would have never let him that happen because they don't like the synths. But it would be a heartbreaking twist. Very Fallout.
I was thinking something and then I lost it because that's what I do. Oh, the super mutants.
Yeah.
It's interesting because in Fallout 4, I come across super mutants like
all the damn time.
All the time. All the
so
time. They're so annoying.
Everywhere.
They're
like,
so
man,
annoying.
I don't got the bullets for this.
Right. But in the show, we've seen them once, and it was Ron Perlman.
Yeah.
I hope they gave him 2 sandwiches this time.
That's what I said.
And
but that's the thing, but that's very accurate though, because there's not many super mutants, and Loki might know for sure, but I don't know that there's necessarily any on the west side of things. So that's the other thing too, is like the Legion spreads. So Legion has a really big presence in Colorado. So good luck, Cooper. Godspeed. Really big, or did have a really big presence in Colorado. But the super mutants don't go that far. So I know, and Ron Perlman's super mutant supposedly is from Fallout 2, Fallout 1. He's the same, supposedly the same super mutant, which they live forever, so that would make sense. But like, there's barely any on the West Coast, which is why you don't find them. Yeah, I don't think I've ran into one in New Vegas at all.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So yeah, so they're very rarely on the West Coast. Oh, good, I was right. Look at that. There's mostly East Coast things, so there's like a line.
Well,
but I don't know why.
They have that radio station, where it's best friend Tabitha.
Yes. Damn it, Tabitha. This is what happens when you hug her too much.
What's Utobitha? That's what they call it. Utobitha.
Yeah. That quest was annoying.
Ow. I haven't started that one yet. I don't even remember where I'm at in
Take
New
the
Vegas.
guy with you. Find him if you haven't found him already. The guy that gives you the quest. I think it's the guy that gives you the quest. You can go find him on your way. He's like on top of the hill. Go get him. He will become very, very useful because you're about to walk into a nest. They're everywhere in there. So bring him with you. Find him.
He talks about
on top of the hill.
Danny Trejo. But they on that radio station, been best friend Tabitha. Yes, they talk about centaurs, cute little sweet centaurs. Do we want fragile little humans living in Utobitha? Or do we want sweet, adorable centaurs?
Nobody wants a centaur anywhere. Gross.
So, do we think that Thaddeus is turning into a centaur?
Oh, for sure. Unless he's something completely new, which I wouldn't put it past the show. The
Like
showrunners anyway.
The look on Cooper's face when he shows him his collarbone, he's like, except this, like, have you seen this before? And he's just like,
oh boy. I love how, by the way, Cooper, in typical Fallout 4, pick a character fashion, they're like, oh yeah, I know all about that, and they give you exactly 0 information. And you're like, cool, thank you.
Like, so helpful.
Thank you so much for that information. And then afterwards, you go and talk to them like, well, yeah, we probably should have warned you about the blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yeah, that'd have been nice.
I'm just going to keep wandering and die a few more times and waste ammo.
Freaking Cooper. He is so funny. Oh my God. Yeah, Thaddeus cracks me up. He's hilarious. I also really like Chet And I don't know if anybody else caught this. I didn't catch it. I saw a post about it, and I was like, oh my God, because I was going to watch the first season before the second season premiered, and I didn't get the chance to because I wanted a refresh. But in season 1, when they go to Vault 31, yes, Vault 31, and everybody's massacred in there, and it's like a bloody mess. Written on the wall is death to managers, death to the managers, which is what they were chanting. And you could see, I was wondering why his face, I mean, it's disturbing. My face probably would have like gotten that way too. But I was like, gosh, he is having a really weird, I totally forgot that that was written on the wall in blood and that he was that, like he saw it. So he's realizing something's going on here. So I'm wondering if it's the water. Like we think Vault 33 is going to be the experiment, but really they cut off the water on purpose so that they didn't get affected by whatever's in the water. I'm wondering if it's the water. And that's turning these people all crazy. And then Steph would know that, so she wouldn't be drinking the water, which I don't know. You know, we obviously haven't been shown either way, but suspicious.
She's so weird.
I don't like her. She's got a great storyline. Don't get me wrong, but oh God.
She's so freaking weird.
Yeah.
And what a crazy cameo from Natasha Kinski. Like she pops up as her mom. Like has she been in like a Fallout game? Has she voiced a character before in a
I have
Fallout
no
game?
idea. Maybe. I honestly, to be fair
up.
with you, I didn't realize that was Ron Perlman either for the longest time. So it may very well maybe. And Fallout 3 is Liam Neeson.
Really?
Yeah, he plays your dad in Fallout 3. I was like, is that Liam Neeson? Linda Carter is in Fallout 4. I don't know if you've met her yet. Wait. No, sorry, Fallout New Vegas. She's in
wait, that's not Natasha Kinski.
Wait, is
I
that
was wrong. That's not her name.
No, Fallout 4 in Good Neighbor. Yeah, Good Neighbor. Linda Carter is in Fallout 4. Gosh, there's all kinds of crazy names. But I also loved Ron Perlman's Super Mutant, Back to the Super Mutants. Apparently from the first game or the second game, Loki might know for sure. Same super mutant, supposedly. But I love that he dropped in, saved the ghoul, dropped some knowledge, and then just we never heard from him again.
Yeah. Bye.
Every NPC ever that you meet, they're just like, hey, this is some knowledge you should know. Okay, bye. And you're like, okay, thank you.
I'm trying to see if she was actually.
I honestly don't know. Yes, Loki 4. I corrected myself. I'm so sorry. I was like, wait, no, that's Good Neighbor. That's not in Vegas.
So no, I don't think she ever voiced. It was Natasha Henstridge. For some reason, I get those names mixed up, but it doesn't look like she voiced anything in Fallout. So it was just a weird. That was just a weird choice, I guess. Like, wow, good to see her working again.
Yeah.
There are plenty of friendly super mutants.
Oh yeah. No, I know. They're great.
I haven't met them yet.
I need to recruit. I can't remember which game it is now. They all run together. Anyway.
I need to. I'm probably going to end up playing some today.
Do it.
Some Fallout 4 because you're a bad influence. Because I want to discover some more of this fun stuff. What a bunch of crap. I have work to do. So is there anything from the game that you would like to see in the series?
I mean, I think everything is going to be coming at some point. We're getting Liberty Prime, which is a Fallout 3 thing. That would be fun. I would like to see more friendly super mutants. That'd be kind of cool. I love what they're doing with dog meat, personally.
Yeah.
Although as fun as it would be to see dog meat like get into the battles more, I personally find it hilarious that the dog disappears and it just randomly reappears all the time.
Yeah.
To me, quite a bit. Playing Fallout 4, I'm like, where are my companions? Where are they? Where did they go? What's going on here? And then they just spawn out of nowhere. I think that would be good. I want to see the Commonwealth. I mean, I have a feeling we'll be headed there, but at some point. But that would be cool to see Boston. And I'm honestly looking forward to, personally, I'm looking forward to seeing what new territory, because like I said, we've not been here. The Rockies, Colorado, the whole enclave thing, like that's all been Yeah, we think this is where they went, or maybe this is where we went, or they went. Vault Zero is supposedly out there. I know the Legion has a huge, or did have a huge presence out there. There's a lot of, apparently, according to Twitter, there's a lot of rabid dogs or mute dogs in that area for some weird reason. I don't know. And then there's some big drama about Vault Zero, which I don't know anything about. So that would be cool. I would like to have more friendlies. Strong would be cool. Loki, agree. The Fallout 4 Super Mutant Companion. I'm on my way to try and find him. Wish me luck. That would be a fun thing to introduce, like a super mutant that's just like, hey, maybe it's Ron Perlman's, maybe it's a different one. I don't know. But there's nothing like specific I'm looking for. I'm just looking forward to us going somewhere new where they can kind of take liberties with stuff. And the showrunners did say that now this is, not only is the show definitely a part of the storyline, but it's going to affect Fallout 5 as well. So I'm wondering if we're going to get more of the middle coast in middle of the country in Fallout 5, maybe. I don't know. Van
Loki,
Buren, that's the name of the game. Thank you, Loki. So yeah, and that game was canceled. And then there's some stuff that I guess that supposedly that they're retconning, or not necessarily retconning, but they're either expanding on or rewriting in a way from the first couple Fallout games. I don't know how true that all is. I'm just reading stuff on Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of, like I said, discovering as I go. Mostly because Loki yells at me a lot. Because he's like, they changed the lore. They changed the story.
I genuinely don't. I don't know. And like I said, I as somebody who doesn't know every little detail because I'm new to this, I don't see any lore it takes place after this. This all lines up with this. I'm personally not, from what I've played and what I've seen so far, I haven't seen anything that's like egregiously bad or that I've noticed. But then again, like I said, I'm new to all this. So I don't know. To me, this makes sense 15 years after Fallout New Vegas. The Enclave set the death clause on the strip for whatever reason, probably because they didn't want House to do anything more because they're sick of his crap. Okay, fair. Oh, where's he? Okay. Fair. I'm also sick of House's crap. So, I mean, it all makes sense to me. R.I.P. the poor kings. Love those guys. That made me sad. I love them. I was very sad. So, I don't know. I don't know.
Ensign Deranged Lunatic has a question. Did Fallout take place in Missouri? Inquiring minds want to know, meaning me.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we've gotten that part of the country yet. It's been the East Coast. So like Boston, well, Massachusetts. And then no, we have Vegas. Fallout 3 was DC. I hate that map so much. That map is awful.
I have never played it.
Fallout 3 is great. I love Fallout 3. I want to go back and do it again. But the map in Fallout 3 is horrible. You have to take all the subways because it's DC. It's all subway tunnels. Everything's a rubble because I'm pretty sure it was Prime. And Loki can confirm or deny. I'm pretty sure if I remember right, DC was like prime bomb situations. Like everything's barely standing. It's all just rubble everywhere. And you think you can climb over stuff. You can't. You have to go down through the stupid subway tunnels and the subways are full of ghouls. Oh, it's very frustrating. But the story's great.
I hate that when there's something that you can absolutely in life climb over. And they're like, no, you can't. Ensign Loki says, nah, that's just cope from people who hate Bethesda.
Who, which one? Which part?
I don't remember.
What was I talking about?
And he also says, I don't know a lot about video games. I just know a lot about video games, okay?
That's fine. I like learning the lore, and I plan on learning more because I'm going to take my time with the games and stuff, but yeah.
And then he says, there is Fallout 3 DLC that takes place in a swamp, so kind of.
So they kind of have moved into the middle of the country. Interesting.
And that's that would actually be more like Louisiana. We are not in a swamp in Missouri. Thank you very much, Loki. And Loki says DC was a center point for the bombs. Yeah. Boston was not a major target.
And that's why you can walk around Boston and the surrounding Massachusetts areas with hardly any problems other than the super mutants being everywhere. And in DC, you're literally pulling your hair out trying to get 500 feet because it's rubble. Oh, it drives me. That map drives me bonkers. Anyway, but the story's great. Highly recommend. Just know that you're going to go, my target is right there. I can see it. It's 500 feet from me. And you're going to have to turn back around, go under the tunnel, walk through the tunnel, kill a bunch of ghouls. Hopefully you have enough ammo. Get back up. That's my biggest complaint for Fallout 3. I can't stand that map.
I don't blame you. Like, I had similar issues with like Jedi Survivor and Jedi Fallen Order. Like, I should legitimately be able to climb over this, especially with Jedi skills. This doesn't make
especially
any
with
sense.
all the climbing you do in that game anyway. Hello.
That's what I'm saying.
I didn't
Like, I'm
even finish
screaming it.
Jedi Survivor. So I'm so done.
Well, Tugs, thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and I've learned a lot from you, actually.
Oh, thanks. And
I
I've
really
learned a lot
have.
from Loki. So see, we learned a lot
He says,
together.
yeah, we did. He says New Vegas DLC also goes to Pittsburgh, and the MMO 76 takes place in West Virginia.
Oh, that's where 76 takes place. I was wondering about that. I don't know that I'm going to be playing. I was going to do 76, but then I found out it was an MMO. And I'm like, that's not my
What
vibe.
does MMO mean?
Massive multiplayer online. Yeah.
Oh,
like
so like World of Warcraft?
Yes. It's PvP. I think it can be PvP or maybe anyway. And they do like events. Like, oh, this new season's going on, go get your gear now, and you run into a bunch of other players, everybody builds bases. That's not
What would I don't care about that. I do not care about that.
That's not why I play Fallout. I don't know. So I'm kind of hoping, there have been rumors that Fallout 76 is just gonna kind of go by the wayside, but I don't know how true that is because I don't know the lore of Fallout 76 and how it fits into the timeline of the other games and of the show. So I don't know if they're just gonna quietly, this doesn't exist anymore. It's just a fun thing that we can do as nerd gamers, or what, I don't know. But that might be people just hoping that it goes away.
Ensign Deranged Lunatic says, Tugs, if you're not doing anything some Thursday night, maybe you can join us for our members only Discord watch along parties. We have members only parties. Right now we're watching Monarch Legacy of Monsters season 1.
Oh, that's a lot of words.
It's Godzilla stuff.
I was going to ask you because Monarch. Yeah.
It's really good.
That makes sense.
It's really good. We have a really good time. We just hang out and eat snacks and watch TV together.
That's my favorite. I really enjoyed my Fallout watch parties. I can't show the episodes on YouTube. But people were in the Discord watching it, and then I had the chat up on YouTube and people were coming in and out, and that was fun. So
we'll have to do that sometime. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Well, guys, while we're on the way out, make sure you have the like button smashed. You've subscribed if you are new. I keep hitting this. I'm so sorry. Make sure you have the subscribe button hit and you've got notifications set to all so you don't miss any of this nerdy nonsense. Remember that sharing is caring. It's the best way to help support the YouTube channel, and it lets our algorithm overlords know that you like what I'm putting out there and you think other people should see it too. So make sure you share, leave a comment, because we are in an engagement driven algorithm. If you would like to help support the channel, then the best way to do it is by these QR codes. The one above Tugs will send you to buymeacoffee.com.
I think I'm pointing at the right spot. If I'm not, we'll point at this one too.
There we go. And buymeacoffee.com/comicsmua. You can chip in as little or as much as you can to literally help me keep the lights on here. The QR code above my head takes you to fundmycomic.com for my comic campaign to help support my comic book Veiled Legacy. It officially kicked off today, and I just submitted my information to bleedingcoolcomics.com, hopefully to get featured there. Get that going. And don't forget, I'm going to be at MegaCon in Orlando next month, pimping this campaign. So you can support there as well. There's also the patreon.com/comics. And we got 4 different tiers where you can get all kinds of different behind the scenes access, including today I'm recording my vlog about what I'm working on with the comic book this week. With the channel, you got 3 different tiers to sign up for being a channel member. And one of those perks includes what DL was talking about on Thursdays. We have our Discord channel where we do our members only watch parties. You get early access to drops, your own YouTube community. You've got the emojis and the gifts. We have a good time. We're a fun, laid back army. So consider joining the Nerdling army, 1 or 2 of them. We have the merch store at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com. Hundreds of nerdy designs created by yours truly, inspired by all your nerdy favorites on more products than you could possibly imagine. It's a great way to support the channel and getting something nice and shiny in return for yourself.
You got
all
Fallout
kinds
stuff
of
on here yet?
Not yet. I'll get there. I'll get there. Just for you, I'll do it. How about that?
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't know this. I didn't know you had this.
What?
Is this website? I'm on your shop. Sorry.
Oh, knock yourself out. It's pretty cool. I got a lot of fun stuff there. And I made it all.
Oh.
This podcast is powered by the Red 5 Network. We are exclusively I'm thrown off now because I'm so enamored by your enamoredness. I'm so excited. We are a collective of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators here to educate and entertain you. So if you like this podcast, chances are you're going to love more of what the Red 5 Network has to offer you. So go check out red5.bio.link today to discover more of your Red 5 family of podcasts. And I have a website, comics-and.com. I updated it yesterday. So go check it out. There's a whole page dedicated to the comic book. I updated about my trip to MegaCon and all kinds of other stuff. So go check out comics-and.com. You got my reviews, my special effects portfolio, information about the channel, the comic, and a little bit about myself. Comics-and.com. Tugs, tell the people where they can find you.
Oh my gosh, my spiel is not even nearly that long or detailed or amazing, but I'm on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick, and Twitter at The Tug Life with 2 G's. Yes, it's a play on that Thug Life. I know I'm very clever. Thank you so much for your compliments. I do gaming. I also am doing a Bible study where we're reading the Bible front to back. We're day 188 in. Today was 188 days. I do a lot of gaming. Fallout. I play Fallout on Fridays. And we get into other shenanigans as we can. I also like to do trailer reactions. So there's some fun ones on there for movies that are coming out. But basically my YouTube channel is just a shitstorm of chaos. So if you like that, come follow me.
Go follow her.
Good time. Everywhere. We do watch parties. Yeah. We do watch parties. I don't know what my next one's going to be now that Fallout's over. But we do them. Do.
You said do.
And I said do
3 times.
So yeah. So come join me over there if you like hanging out with me. I promise I'm fun.
Oh, you are fun. I can vouch for that. I've had fun today. Thank you so much for joining me.
Me too.
Thank you. Great time.
Me. Yeah, it was a good time. We didn't even get to talk about all of it because we kept getting distracted. It's okay.
I know. It was a very Fallout discussion.
Yeah, side quests.
I know. Lots of side quests. But until then, guys, you have an awesome and nerdy day. I will see you in the next one. Remember, be kind to one another, learn new things, and support indie comics. See you next week.
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!